Knowlton Commodities and Resources Research and Analysis. July of 2020. Warren Buffett purchased assets from Dominion Energy, a company in the natural gas industry, for $10 billion. While most people have been fooled when it comes to green energy and its actual positive benefits for the environment, people like Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, Bill Gates, and especially Warren Buffett have not been mindlessly misled.
So a lot of people are very optimistic, as you know, with wind and solar, the renewables cost coming down, the battery costs are coming down. You think that's enough, or do you think we need more?
That is so disappointing. How do you make steel? Do you guys on Wall Street, do you have something in your desks that makes steel? What? Where's the fertilizer, cement, plastic? Where's it going to come from? Do planes fly through the sky because of some number you put on a spreadsheet? There is no substitute for how the industrial economy runs today.
I'm a big believer in what natural gas is. And I've always believed that the time to get involved is when things are low.
Warren Buffett filters out the noise and pays close attention to the facts, allowing him to make brilliant investment strategies. So why did Buffett invest $10 billion into natural gas? Warren Buffett understands natural gas is used for more than just electricity. It is used for manufacturing, steel and paper production, petrochemicals, plastics, fertilizers, synthetic fibers, and much more. Businesses are turning to natural gas for heat as it is more cost-effective than electric heating pumps. The cruise industry, shifting their vessels over to be powered by natural gas. 170,000 vehicles on America's roads, and more than 5 million worldwide, are powered by natural gas. Hydrogen batteries are made using natural gas.
Where do you get the hydrogen from?
The hydrogen, hydrogen is sourced from any hydrocarbon material. So you can get it from natural gas.
Electric vehicles' power stations are charged by natural gas.
So what's charging the batteries right now? What's the source of electricity?
Here, it's coming from the building.
I mean, is it what's their mix of power?
Oh, actually, Lansing feeds the building.
What's that?
Lansing feeds power to the building. So I don't know.
They're
I bet you they're a bit of coal. They're heavy on natural gas, aren't they?
Even Tesla's battery manufacturing, which may seem as if it is being powered by solar, is in actuality powered much of the time by natural gas. Most people are unaware of the disappointing reality of renewables because of false statements presented by the media. But not Warren Buffett. As Michael Moore pointed out in his documentary, Planet of the Humans, oil, gas, and even coal is needed for manufacturing, transporting, and running renewables.
right now the car's charging off of your grid.
Right. It would be charging off our grid, which is about 95% coal.
How long do you think it will be before there's a solar and wind powered grid?
Oh, golly.
To suggest that all of the power used for these cars will be generated from wind and solar in the very near future would not be correct. In fact, we're talking about charging these up at night, so there won't be any solar at that time. So we're down to wind, and very often at night the wind does fall off. So
Governor Newsom today addressed the recent rolling blackouts.
We failed to predict and plan.
Energy conservation is what the California Independent System Operator wants to see.
Any type of conservation.
The overall picture is that the California grid ran out of energy.
Critics say California's rolling blackouts this summer were caused by decades of costly and poorly planned decisions to replace coal, nuclear, and gas-powered plants with solar and wind.
Speaks to the delusion of California policymakers. They really convinced themselves that they could manage all of this increased demand on renewables, which are fundamentally unreliable.
There are numerous hidden environmental factors for mining rare earth minerals which are needed to make renewables. Other negative impacts include millions of endangered birds being killed by wind farms. Biomass energy power plants cut down millions of trees to burn with rubber tires, adding to air pollution issues.
They claim they're just using forest residues, but actually a great deal of what the McNeil facility and lots of biomass facilities burn is whole trees. As you can see by this pile that's stacked right outside of the facility, these are trees. This facility burns 30 cords of wood per hour.
That's a hell of a lot of wood.
And on top of that, it actually burns natural gas as well.
The batteries needed for electric cars and solar panels mean that millions of batteries with a short shelf life will need to be replaced frequently. Fossil fuel use is required to maximize our use of renewables, which in turn requires more use of oil, gas, and coal, all with the intent of replacing the use of oil, gas, and coal. It truly is counterintuitive. The reality is, the sun does not shine 100% of the time, nor does the wind blow consistently. Renewables still depend on fossil fuels energy 80% of the time.
One of the most dangerous things right now is the illusion that alternative technologies like wind and solar are somehow different from fossil fuels. Well, I hear a lot of times that solar cells are made out of sand.
Have you ever thought about solar panels? The main ingredient that makes them work is silicon or sand.
This is the raw material chips are made of, sand.
They don't use sand at all. So they use, I'll show you what they... So this is one of the ingredients. It's actually mined quartz. So you start with a very high quality quartz and a very high quality coal. And then you put those two together into an arc furnace and you melt them.
The quartz is then melted with coal in a large furnace at temperatures of up to 1,800 degrees.
So you need more coal to do that. So that's, I get another coal out. So that's when we melt these together, we get silicon metal and carbon dioxide. And the carbon dioxide just goes off and you got rid of the carbon, you're left with silicon metal. This is not clean coal.
Okay.
All of this points to one hard and true fact. Natural gas, oil, and coal are not going away anytime soon.
I am not banning fracking. Let me say that again. I am not banning fracking.
So, first of all, I will repeat, and the American people know, that Joe Biden will not ban fracking.
Lifting the restrictions on oil, on shale, on natural gas, and on clean, very clean coal. We're going to put the miners back to work.